Hey, welcome back to another episode of Rich Girl Real Talk, where the vibe is elevation and joy. I'm your host, Erica Rich, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's live, also my previous week's live. I appreciate any and all support. I love you, and I just want you to know that. Also, I wanted to just say that as this is the weekly recap, I just wanted to touch bases on the fact that we have transitioned to a new month, y'all. Yes, it is May. Welcome to May. Happy May Day. Happy May month. This is actually Mental Health Awareness Month, which is dope because I'm a big advocate. I am still in my quest to continue to be my best version of myself, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. No one is perfect. We are all work in progress, but the fact that we go to take the time to get healed and to do the necessary things for our healing, that's important. So shout out to those that are on that journey along with myself, as well as for those that are aspiring and just want to know more. Shout out to you guys for getting more information about mental health. Shout out to you for getting more information about, growing and elevating and being your best self. Mwah. That's always a good thing. It's always a good thing, because if you're not right here and here, it permeates to everything that you do. And even if you don't think it does, it does. It affects you. And you can only be a fraud for so long before the cracks. Like, how Humpty Dumpty start falling off the wall? After a while, you just gonna have to just embrace the earth. Because that fall happens. It happens. It's happened to me. And it's happened to family members. And that's okay, because it's the part of life where we can get down and then build ourselves back up. And of course, as a Christian, I have to say, through Christ, that's where I get my strength and my source. But he also gives us vessels that are equipped to do the necessary due diligence of making sure that we have someone that knows how to process grief, knows how to process anxiety, knows how to process trauma in a way that can help facilitate that growth versus doing more damage. So shout out to y'all. And again, shout out to every mental health care worker, every counselor, every hotline technician, everyone a part of that mental health quest to make sure that everyone has those resources. Shout out to you guys. Mwah. You are amazing, salt of the earth. So switching gears. Now, what is our episode going to be about this week? Well, I took time to reflect, because I was like, it does encompass the mental health piece. And I have to say that this week it's a little bit of funny, but it's also a little bit of heaviness, which is me talking about just the traumas that haunt us. So the traumas that haunt us, and of course the mistakes that haunt us. So in this week's episode, I talk about how to figure out what that looks like. But I also correlated with scary movies. So I talk about the movie Halloween, where Laurie Strode, she's in this process where she is haunted by her brother. Now it gets real tricky because, sometimes things happen between family members, but this was different for them. And those that know the story and know what happened on Halloween, it was different. It hit different for old Laurie. And the thing about it was, it consumed her. And so every sequel and in every state of her life, she was always prepared for the what if of it comes of him, Michael Myers, coming back. And I correlate that to us taking those mistakes, taking those L's that we have acquired through our life's journey, and making that the haunted figure that keeps us suppressed, oppressed, depressed, sad, and amongst many other things. And how we acknowledge it is we have to just get to the space where we have healed or are healing. And the only way we can do that is if we sort through it and we actually dig deeper so that we can be able to dig up the bones so that we can go ahead and give it its proper burial. Because as I've said in one of my episodes, per Joyce Meyer, the minister, feelings buried alive never die. So having that said, we don't want a thriller moment. We don't want, all the people coming out break dancing because we decided to suppress and keep it up at bay when we could just handle it by actually taking the time to process and dissect it and really see where and why those triggers still haunt us. It's all about doing the work. So I know I go a little bit further in depth inside of my episode, which airs tomorrow, i.e. today, if it depends on when you're watching this. But the point is that it's a way for us to really think and reflect about the things that affect us and are still haunting us and how we can make peace. And I look forward to hearing more information or whatever you would like to share with me about your stories. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But just know that I want you to connect with someone that is there to help you and to love you and to support you. And whatever it is, I can assure you that when you give it to God and you allow God to give you the vessels, give you the time, give you the space to process, you will be better on the other side. So, having that said, I appreciate your time, and there's always new episodes every Wednesday. Tap in with me, Rich Girl Real Talk, on the social medias. I'm going to have everything linked below, and if you want to, you can also go to my website, and that's going to be there for sure below here as well. I know it's kind of weird. So here, or maybe there, somewhere in there, it's going to be there. But again, I appreciate your time and I pray you have a wonderful day. Just know you're beautiful, you're amazing, and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Bye for now.